Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night, but for now, let's get into the video.
Thing that I find really scary that I've noticed since coming out of a long-term relationship is regarding guy friends. I've always grown up with a lot of guy friends. I've always had a lot of guy friends. I love the boys. I'm loving the crew. Anyway, when I've been in this relationship for the past few years, I did notice that quite a few of them, I just thought we'd drifted, but they weren't really bothering with me as much anymore. I was like, okay, cool, whatever, maybe something's changed in their life, I don't know, whatever, okay, cool. Anyway, then as soon as I come out of said relationship, they now are bothering with me again and now want to be pally friends again, want to see me, want to go do stuff with me. And it's actually just a little bit scary because I now feel like you actually don't view me as human, because I've still been alive for the past few years. You've just not bothered with me. And that's scary.
No, not really. Texas Chainsaw thingy was scary. This is not. Them being respectful to your own relationship is not scary. It's actually common sense. You valuing your guy friends over your relationship, it's not even scary, but it's the lack of common sense. Regardless if they want more or they just want to catch up, now that you're single, it's still not scary. It doesn't mean they weren't seeing you as human before. It only means they were respecting you more than you do yourself, and they were respecting your relationship more than you did.
Can we denormalize men just asking you to come over without meeting you? I'm genuinely so confused. You think that I'm going to come over to your house when we've never met? You think that's an appropriate first date idea? What do you mean? If you don't have any money for a first date, take me on a walk. But what are we gonna, I know what you want us to do. Come on, bro, are you that lazy? Burn it, delete it forever.
People still go on dating apps which were created to be hookup apps and act surprised when people are only looking for hookup. You can complain on TikTok and try to denormalize whatever you want. It's still not gonna make any difference. People do, even to this day, go on dating apps looking for hookup. And guess what? It's working. They are getting what they want. Just because you don't like it, it doesn't mean it's going to stop. I've never been on a dating app myself, but I do have friends who use them for hookup. And guess what? They go online and women ask them to go to their place. You think men are going to say no when women ask them to go to their place?
I will say, do not let yourself become a frozen pizza. So I came up with the frozen pizza theory a couple years back. You cannot let your situationships think of you as a frozen pizza that they can just take out from the freezer when they're hungry and there's nothing else to eat. They can't think of anything else they want to eat. So they take out their frozen pizza instead of, oh, I don't know, maybe viewing you as a birthday meal that they had to make a reservation for. So now they have to have a frozen pizza that they know is always going to be in their freezer because it won't move on and get a life. Only because, again, they won't value you if you act like a frozen pizza and you're like, I'm available anytime. Like, even if we break up, even if you hurt me so badly, I'm still going to be in your freezer. Don't worry, I'm still going to love you forever. And in 6 months, if you're still single and still hungry, you can have me because I'll be there. I promise. I'm not going to move on. Get out of the freezer.
The generation that hates label came up with yet another label. She discovered something. And just like when they discovered silent walking, something that people discovered thousands of years ago, they still act like they discovered the secret of life or something. But let's go back. Your situationship doesn't care about you more than a frozen pizza. Yeah, that's common sense. Why would they? If you don't care about yourself to not be in a situationship in the first place, you want them to what? Get into a relationship with you? You cannot be that blunt.
Hey, this video might be a little inappropriate, a little offensive. I might have to take it down later. It might get me canceled, but oh well, c'est la vie. If my mom sees this video, she's gonna make me take it down. You know, when you're a man and you go to see women dance, if you know what I mean, I think it's one thing to go by yourself, but to want other guy friends with you, that is one of the most things that you could do. I'm just imagining the thought process behind wanting other guy buddies with you. Like, man, I would love if you come to that with me. Sit right beside me. I can see you get all hot and flustered, bothered and blushing. I can see you get excited. You could see me get excited. We could just feed off of each other's energy. It'll be so hot. I really want to see you in that state, and I really want you to see me in that state. And to want a big group of guy friends to go with you to that, oh wow. And to be in a room full of guys getting excited, experiencing that together, hyping each other up, seeing each other all Are you excited because of the woman, or are you excited because of all the male energy in the room?
Right. I think you're way too young and also way too. I'll skip that part to try to shame men for being not straight because they go together to a dancing midnight ballerina's place. You should at least try to go to one of those places first before you. Nah, never mind. You're a 28-year-old mermaid and fairy, and the point I'm trying to make is when you put that online in your bio, you kind of do lose all your credibility.
This guy is taking me on a date, and he just casually mentioned he's like 6'7", 6'8". And I was like, Cassian 6'8". I'm getting a bat boy. Like, my time has come. And then I was like, let's see how tall that actually is. I'm sorry, what? What am I supposed to do with this?
Ride him like a wild Mustang. You finally got yourself a bad boy. What do you want me to say? Live happily ever after? Well, that too.
Hot take, but it is 100% okay for you to go for a man that has a girlfriend. No, be so for real right now. If this man has a girlfriend and you are attracted to him, it is your job to steer clear away from him, okay? I saw something on my For You page being like, oh, what do? I'm attracted to this guy, but he has a girlfriend. You should not be doing anything besides getting rid of your feelings for him. This situation literally happened to me, except it was the ex-girlfriend trying to slide into his DMs and being like, hey, let's get back together, like... First of all, you know he's in a relationship. Anytime somebody's in a relationship, I'm like, ew, gross, stay away from me. I feel like it's always the girls that preach about being a girl's girl until it no longer serves them. And if you think that you can steal this man, what makes you think that he's not gonna do the same thing to you? I also think it's a little bit crazy to be preying on a relationship's downfall just so that you can have a chance with them.
Yeah, that would be bad enough, but it's still not worse than ruining someone else's relationship just because you can control your feelings. It's even worse that in some cases it's just ego. Oh, I can take that guy and I want that guy even though I know he's in a relationship. And not for nothing, but maybe some of those girls you're talking about should change their tunes from I don't need no man to I don't need no man unless he's already in a relationship.
This girl on TikTok said if she's still coming around, he's still entertaining her. A car doesn't travel unless you put gas in it. I love TikTok.
That makes one of us. Was she bragging about the fact that he will sleep with her every time she comes around? Was she surprised he's doing it because she's easy? Or does she just simply doesn't understand human nature?
Some women on this app write the most out-of-pocket comments. Like on my last bikini try-on video, like I'm a plus-size woman, so people make comments about my body. But this one really got me. She just wrote, no comment. And it's like, ma'am, you have a Karen haircut from Supercuts and you look like a lunch lady. Even if you did have a comment, it wouldn't be valid here, so.
Valid or not, you made a video about it. You also called her a Karen and made fun of her haircut. I think it's great that you don't let comments get to you.
Why is it that so many women can't help but be hypocritical? This is a French pole vaulter who missed out on an Olympic medal because even though he cleared the bar, he barely knocked it off with his, and that moment went viral for a couple of reasons. First, because people found it funny, but second, because a lot of women had some interesting things to say about it. French diver, French swimmer, French vaulter, I see what's going on here. Can't wait for my trip to Paris in September. He lost his dream, but he's every girl's dream. I might need to date a French guy. He's still a winner in my eyes. His manhood deserves a medal. Aren't these the same women who, if the roles were reversed and a girl's tits hit the bar, would be calling the male commenters predatory, misogynistic, dehumanizing? This is where so many women lose the thread. This can't be a rules for thee but not for me situation. You don't get to hold people to a different standard than you hold yourself. You want to have a laugh or say what everyone's thinking? Fine. Just don't get your panties in a bunch when men do it.
Well, yeah, but you see, there's a difference. When men do it, it's wrong, of course. When women do it, that's empowering.
Think I can make it right? I don't think you can, Nicole.
We don't need a man's help. Well, you're right about that. You don't need a man's advice either, because strong and independent, right? But maybe just an idea. Don't do that again. Anyway, this is gonna be it for today. As always, I do hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I still appreciate you for making it this far. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.